been a little while since I've done a mask and chat. Actually, I can't even remember the last time I filmed one and put one up on my channel. I can't remember the last mask that I did, and I've been wanting to do one. And I thought the December Beauty Heroes box would make the perfect box slash product to do it with, because it is a mask. And so yeah, that's what I've been wanting to do. So I showed you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of the brand or of the box in my last Beauty Heroes video, and I just showed you like the little paper here, but it's Discover Max and Me. And I thought the paper was so pretty. I didn't even want to rip the little sticker, so I pulled everything out from underneath because I'm cool like that. So the hero product in the box this month is a product that I'm actually pretty familiar with. I've been trying it, testing it in like some capacity over the last, I'm trying to remember, it's been at least a year. It possibly might be longer. Yes, because I had tried it, I think around the time of the last box, maybe a year and a half. I can't really remember. I raised my camera a little bit because I felt like it was a little bit too low. But yeah, it's a product that I've used multiple minis of. I've actually got a little bit of a mini right here. This is the 0.1 ounce, so it's like a third of the full size. I've used a couple of these. I've used a couple of even smaller sizes, 0.5. I actually do have a jar of a full size that I've had for a little while. And I actually can show you the updated packaging because the packaging is a little bit different. So here is the old packaging, and here is the new Max and Me Sweet Serenity packaging. So you can see the difference here. It's still got like a little bit of like an elfish fairy creature, but I think it's much more sophisticated and pretty. I liked their packaging before, but I definitely feel like it just has such a pretty touch now. Same color, so it's not too strikingly different. And then the Sidekick is their newest product. It's a smaller size of their newest product, which is the Intuitive Botanical Facial Mist. So if I can get my camera to focus, I can show you this one. There we go. So like I said, it's been a little while since I've done a mask and chat. Oliver just went down for a nap, and my skin is a friggin' wreck right now because sugar is the devil. So I thought that we would just go ahead and do a mask and chat with the Sweet Serenity. I'm actually going to go ahead and use the new one. I've had mine for a little while. I'm pretty sure that I've had this little one here since January because I'm pretty sure I got it when I was at the IBE in LA, so it's almost a year old. I think this one might be slightly older than that, but I even used this one a couple of nights ago, and I feel like it's still pretty active. I don't think, they suggest 6 months is their suggested time use, but the only real difference is like the color, but that could be due to like ingredients and not necessarily like its age. So here is the other one too. I mean, because see, even all three, they all have a slightly different color. So I think it is mainly to do with ingredients than age so much. So anyway, we should get started because I've been talking forever. So I'm going to go ahead and actually use the new one that I've got, just to see if it feels any more active than like the old one. So what I'm going to do is put the mask on first, and then we'll talk about the mask and the mist, so that way I'm not talking about it and then we're doing it and then talking some more, so it's just whatever. But how you want to use this is you want to scoop a decent amount into your hand or your palm. So I'm going to take about that much. I always like to use a lot of mask. And then you want to wet it with some warm water. So I do have a little thing of warm water here. So I'm gonna, this is probably like a terrible idea. But I'm going to pour some water into it and try not to make a giant mess. It is like melting in my hand. So I've got some water, and I'm just going to mix the mask in with the water, and it sort of creates, I might have used a little bit too much water, but it creates sort of like a milky sort of emulsion. And then I'm just gonna put that on. When I did this the other day with the older mask, it felt really, really active on my skin. And it didn't disappear for quite a while actually, which I found surprising. I sometimes don't remember how masks like feel on my skin if it's been a while since I've used them. This one has a bit of a grainy feel to it, so it feels slightly exfoliating too. So take it down a little bit, but that's pretty much what I'm gonna do here. So that's the mask on, and then I'm gonna let it sit for as long as possible because I do find that the longer you leave it on, the better. I did do it a couple of nights before, the night before last. I did it last week, and I only left it on for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and my skin just didn't feel like it had benefited from it in any way. So I definitely feel like this one is one of those longer the better. I don't necessarily think it does well as like a flash mask, for me anyway, for my skin. It definitely does better the longer you leave it on. So let's talk about the mask. So this is the Sweet Serenity Mask and Wash. The full size, which is what you're going to be getting as the hero product, is an ounce, and it retails for $98. They did sell a really, really big size of this quite a while back. I think when they first launched it, that was closer to like $250, but I'm glad that they have lowered the size, which effectively lowers the cost, because then I think it makes it more accessible. And I think you get like a pretty decent amount in here. I would think that you would get, I don't know, roughly 10 masks-ish. I haven't finished my other full-size one, so I don't know for sure. But I know that I've used this one quite a bit more, and it did melt, so it was like it's hanging on the side, unlike the other one. I think I got that one over the summer. So it's got a creamy base of raw manuka honey from New Zealand, enzyme-rich Balinese cacao powder, inflammation taming Thai mangosteen powder, and soothing white kaolin clay. It's first and foremost a potent treatment intended to calm and balance troubled skin, which I've got, while bringing forth a brightened and deeply hydrated complexion. Tamanu, black cumin seed, sandalwood, and heliochrysum are added to calm the appearance of inflammation and boost skin's self-healing abilities. Rose, cranberry seed, and pomegranate seed deliver antioxidants and essential fatty acids. Top notes of heliochrysum, spicy manuka honey, and sweet cacao ground the aroma, while floral notes of exotic gardenia, geranium, ylang-ylang, neroli rose, propolis, and palmarosa rise up like waves of fruitiness. So yeah, let's see. It does have a pretty long list of ingredients, and they named most of them in the little description. So there's white kaolin clay, manuka honey, shea butter, mangosteen, tamanu, cranberry, cacao, coconut oil, rose hip, wild cherry seed oil, there's soy, there's argan, pomegranate, black cumin, gardenia, immortelle, sandalwood, damask rose, manuka oil, neroli, geranium, patchouli, ylang-ylang, lavender, and palmarosa. And it's sort of another one of those products that's hard to describe the scent because it's so many different things. I can't really put my finger on like one single thing that it is, but it is like spicy, floral, sweet. It's just like a very nice scent. So the sidekick then, and which we could mist with throughout, which let's mist right now, is the Intuitive Botanical Facial Mist. So this is their newest product. So let's see. The mist is a delicate blend of woodsy and floral hydrosols that work together to settle the skin and quiet the senses. It's supposed to be energy supporting, stress relieving. It's supposed to help benefit troubled skin, especially inflammation prone complexions, which is me. Centers the mind to stillness so you can access the connection to your intuition. It's also got blue tansy, neroli, calendula, rose myrtle, and yarrow to bring tranquility. I can't speak today. To skin and senses. So it's got yarrow, flower water, Palo Santo, bitter orange, myrtle, witch hazel, rose, calendula, olive, rose hip, marula, Palo Santo again. That's the oil as well as the water. Then there's more bitter orange extract as well as the water. Hyssop oil, mandarin, helichrysum, wild agonis, and blue tansy. The scent on this one is, again, really, really hard to describe, and I can't even like figure out what it's supposed to smell like. I want to say it almost smells chocolatey to me, even though there's no chocolate in it. Maybe it's the orange. Maybe it sort of gives off like a chocolate orange, but I'm not really getting any orange. Maybe it's the Palo Santo. You know, I'm not super familiar with the scent of Palo Santo, so that might be what it might be pretty heavy in Palo Santo, because I don't have anything that has Palo Santo in it. So that might be what the scent is actually. It might be really heavy in Palo Santo, but if you guys get it and you are familiar with Palo Santo, you'll have to tell me because I don't actually know. So this is a 1 ounce size and it values at $25. And I'm assuming the full size is, you know, the normal standard 3.4 ounces, but I don't know the price on that. I'll leave it linked down below because I'm positive Beauty Heroes carries it. So yeah, so that is the 2 products in the box this month. So the value is a little over $120. 98 plus 25 is 123-ish. So yeah, that is what's in the box this month. So the mask for me, when I take it off, my skin definitely feels more hydrated the longer that I leave it on. If I try to take it off too early, it almost leaves my skin feeling like oily but not moisturized, if that makes sense. It's very strange. And this, for some reason, doesn't feel as active as the mask that I used, the older mask that I had. I definitely felt more of like an active sensation on my face, if you know what I mean. Not tingly, not like heat, not uncomfortable, but it just felt more active. So I don't know, maybe that was the age of it, but it didn't feel like unpleasant and it didn't leave my skin, you know, irritated in any way. But aside from the like highly moisturized, I do feel like my skin is calmer when I take it off. I don't know about brightened. We'll have to see after I take it off. Hopefully the sun doesn't go down before I'm ready to take this off, which it might. So the lighting might become a problem. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this on for as long as I can and still catch the sun, and then we'll sort of see like what my skin looks like. But if you've been wanting to try Max & Me products, this is probably my favorite Max & Me product. I've tried their cleansing oil before, but I actually passed that along because I just wasn't getting any use out of it, and I wanted somebody to get the use out of it instead of it sitting around and going bad. I'm just not using non-emulsifying cleansers right now that frequently, if at all. So I've used their cleansing oil. It is beautiful. The scent of their products it is all very special. Like I talked about, I'll go ahead and link my Max & Me video that I did last year. They do focus heavily on like the vibration of products and like how products make you feel. And I do feel like sort of a connection to the Max & Me products when I use them, like I explained in that other video. But yeah, they're all just beautiful, the ones that I've tried. So I've gotten to try the cleansing oil. I have tried their body oils, which I actually still have. I've tried their facial oils before. I think my favorite product from Max & Me is the mask and wash, just because that's the kind of product that I sort of gravitate to the most. I don't really gravitate to body oils that much. I don't use them that often. Face oils, I sort of have, I go in and out of spurts. So I sort of use off and on. Right now, I'm sort of using less facial oils. I'm not incorporating them every single day. I'm incorporating more creams and serums and things like that. So facial oils, it's just not what I reach for the most, but masks and cleansers all the time. You know, I'm using them multiple times a week, cleansers every single day, obviously, but masks multiple times a week. So it's just what I tend to reach for more. So it's what I'm more drawn to in the line. But everything that I've tried is beautiful. The scents are all beautiful. There hasn't been a single product from Max & Me that I haven't enjoyed and really liked the experience of using. I think they're all beautiful. They are more, I would consider them of a luxury skincare line, especially for the products and the ingredients and things like that. The packaging, I do really like the updated packaging. I think it's just more sophisticated and beautiful. I'll show you both of them together. You know, then the little drawings that they had on their packaging before. I just think it's much more elegant, and I cannot, there we go. I couldn't get them in the same way. But yeah, and I love I can probably show you a close-up of the texture here. So there's the texture of the mask. It is a really, really beautiful product, and if you've never gotten the experience to try Max and Me products before, this would be one that I would recommend if you're wanting to experience the brand. If you have no interest in experiencing Max and Me, it wouldn't really matter what product I told you to go ahead and try, but if you've been wanting to experience Max and Me, I think the Mask and Wash is the one that I would recommend anybody to try, because I think it's their most beautiful. I think it's just the one that I gravitate to and connect with the most, and I think everybody's gonna have quite a different experience with the mist. You're gonna, I think, either love it or hate it. It's definitely one of those scents, I think, for most people, where it's you love it or you hate it. And I think I've heard that about Palo Santo before. It's either one of those like love it or hate it scents. So far I'm enjoying it. I don't hate it, but it is a very interesting scent. It's not a scent that I've come across in a lot of different products, and I can't quite put my finger on what exactly it still smells like, sort of chocolate, but sort of not chocolate to me. I don't know, maybe I'll figure it out. But I'm gonna go ahead and let this work for as long as possible, and I will come back once I have removed it, because it's already pretty much dry. It doesn't really change color from this in any other way, so I'll just come back once it's set, or I'll just come back once I've taken it off, and then we can sort of go over what my skin feels like, what my skin looks like. I mean, you saw my skin before. It was pretty like aggravated and irritated. I've got like breakouts happening on like every area of my face at the moment. I'm giving up sugar again starting today. Hopefully I can stick to it this time. But yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so before I've completely lost all light in this room, because it is now just about sunset, but the camera picks up quite a bit of light, actually. It's pretty surprising. But yes, I've washed, or I've taken a hot towel and I've washed the mask off my face, and my skin is feeling a bit smoother. I don't know if it looks any calmer. It looks like a complete mess. Honestly, my skin is just a disaster right now. But yeah, let's go ahead and just spray with a little bit more of the intuitive. But yeah, that's all I've got for this video. I do like the mask. I think it's, like I was saying before, I think it's the best product. In my opinion, from Max and Me, I think it's just their sort of most special and unique product. It's the one that I gravitate to the most. It's the one I wanted to try before I tried any of the line. And I think that if you've been wanting to try Max and Me, or you've been wanting to try a new mask or something, that you would really, really enjoy this box. So if you guys have tried the Mask and Wash before, or maybe you're getting the box in the mail and you've tried it, or you will be trying it, let me know what your thoughts are when you have tried it, or just what your thoughts are. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. All of the indies are still available. I will go ahead and link the video I did for that last week down below. All of the ambassador boxes, except for my Mahalo box, are still available as well. There is a new makeup discovery coming next week. And I'm trying to think what else. I think that might be it until January. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you have any questions or anything, or want to know anything else specifically, and I'll see you guys at my next one. Bye.